Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from HolsingersFlyShop.com. Bringing you a really easy pattern today. It's a midge pupa, it's a sparkle midge pupa. And I have a small library of books, I guess you would say, for fly tying. And I'm constantly trying with 300 some videos. I constantly have to find new content to tie. And this is one that I'm adding to my box. Good reason why is a couple years ago, here in Pennsylvania, we have what we now call golden rainbow trout. We always used to call them palominos. Now they're called golden rainbows. Show you a picture of one here with Dad that Dad had caught this spring. And it's a cool fish. It's different, but they raise them to trophy size, stock them in, so it's a trophy fish. But it's not a native fish by any means. It's a hybrid crossbreed job. And they're impossible to catch, especially on the fly rod. They're very hard to catch on the fly rod because they have a unique diet, power bait. But anyway, going off on a tangent on that, I guess you would say. But what I'm trying to say is we don't really catch very many of them on the fly rod. And one time I was out with a client and we were fishing a stretch that had a lot of them in it. And I said to my client, I said, if we catch one of these fish, we're going to pump its stomach, see what it's eating. And ended up the very last one on the stretch that we were fishing. We fished over like 5 of them. The very last one he caught, and we pumped the stomach. And the stomach on it was full of midges, just 100% midges. And, you know, everything 18 to 28s, just all small stuff. So it's a staple of not just palominos, but, you know, trout in general, especially as the summer goes on. Less of the big stuff in the water, and it's more of the smaller stuff, and mosquito larvae and stuff like that. So there's a whole lot of this in the water, and I haven't really been keying on it. So I thought that, you know, I'm going to add some of these to the box, and this is what I'm going to try. So here you go. You're going to see the fly in the vise, and then the material list to tie it. Alright, here you see it in the vise. Let's get into tying it. It's not going to take long at all. Simple little midge pattern. For a hook, we're going to put the hook in the vise. The hook is a Firehole 315. And for video purpose, I'm tying this on a size 16 hook. So that's why it looks big. I would normally tie this 18 to 22. So, size Firehole 315, size 18 to 22. Then for thread, I'm just going to put some wood duck colored thread on here. 70 Denier is fine. 140 if you like it better. Next thing is some micro stretch tubing. This is dark golden stone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here close to the eye. And I'm going to tie the end down. And then I'm going to give a pull on it. And we're going to wrap it back around the bend of the hook. Okay, now I don't want to build up too much on here, but I want to level it out. So I'm just going to go up over it once and back once, just to make it nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take like a brown or a black marker. I have a brown one handy. And I'm going to color about 4 or 5 inches of thread here. And this is going to make a rib on this wood duck thread. So we're just going to take and space out a nice rib on here, just to give it a little bit of contrast. Nice even wraps, and if you have too much, that's fine, because we want to make a head with it. Next thing we're going to do is going to take a piece of Krystal flash. This is pearl, and I'm just going to wrap it underneath my thread there, fold it in half, so I have like 2 strands of it. And I'm just going to make a flashy little head with this. And it's just going to be 4 or 5 wraps just to cover up, make a flashy little head. And you can build up a little bit with it, but not too much. And then we're going to tie that off. Okay, it's not a bad idea right here to put a quick little half hitch in, just so that crystal flash doesn't come unwound. Then we're going to take this micro stretch tubing. This is the hairline stretch tube. And I'm just going to make side-by-side wraps the whole way up. And what this is going to do is going to give it a translucent body look to it. You're still going to get that rib showing through, but it's going to make like an exoskeleton, which is really nice. And wrap the whole way over that flash. That one a little tighter, side-by-side wrap. There we go. And then we'll wrap this off. Okay, get about 3 nice tight wraps on there. And then we're going to whip finish and we'll be done with this fly. Like I said, very easy fly. And it's a staple of the trout diet. I usually like to make 2 very small whip finishes. That way I'm sure I get a good knot on there. And we're done. Okay guys, I hope you like that. Like a 3-minute tie. And it's going to catch you fish. Now if I'm going to be fishing this, I'm going to be fishing, my point fly is going to be heavy. This is going to be down off my dropper because there's no weight involved in this. So I'm not using this to get my line down to the bottom. So think about that when you're tying it. No weight, so you're going to have to fish it with something else. You could fish it off a dropper, would work well too. But I'm probably going to be, off a dry dropper system. And that would work great too. But this is one that I'm adding to my box. I haven't really fished them a lot, but I know they work. You know, I've seen the evidence they've worked. And of course, it doesn't take long. I think I talked through it and tied it in like 3 minutes. So, you know, you can't argue with the ease. And you probably have some of the material. There's a good chance you got the stretch tube if you watch any of my other videos. So, you know, you don't have to have this particular one. Mix and match colors. Go have some light ones, some dark ones, some in-between ones. And, you know, I added the flash because I like the flash. So have fun tying, guys. That's what it's all about. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. As always, Holsinger's Fly Shop at gmail.com. That will go directly to me. And any material you need to tie it, you can find at our shop at holsingersflyshop.com. So thanks for watching, everybody. Until next week when I bring you another video, I'm Sean Holsinger.